Ever had that feeling like you've been somewhere before, but you know you haven't, or met someone and instantly felt like you've known them in another life? Well, what if I told you? There are real people out there who've experienced this. They didn't just feel like they had a past life. They remembered it, in scary, shocking, and detailed ways. Let's talk about some of the most mind-blowing and terrifying real-life stories of past life memories. Trust me, by the end of this video, you won't look at children, or even your own dreams, the same way again. The boy who remembered his murder. So, let's start with this one. It gives me chills every time. There was this 3-year-old boy in Syria. He started telling his parents that he was murdered in his previous life, and here's the thing. He had a birthmark on his head. A long red one. He said, "That's where the axe hit me." Yeah, an axe. He kept insisting he remembered the village he lived in, so the family decided to go there. And guess what? He led them straight to the village. Not only did he point out the house he used to live in, he even told people his old name. And an old man said, "That man disappeared 4 years ago." The boy then led the adults to a burial spot in a nearby field, and yep, a skeleton was found there, with a wound on the skull, exactly where the boy had his birthmark. Then it gets even weirder. He named the man who killed him. The guy turned pale and confessed. How? Do you even explain that? James Leininger, the W2 pilot. Okay, this one is super famous. James was just 2 years old when he started screaming in his sleep. Like full-on war cries. He'd yell, "Plane on fire, can't get out." His parents were creeped out, but thought maybe he just saw something on TV. Until James started naming actual details of World War II fighter planes, like models, engine types, pilot lingo. One night he said he was a pilot named James Houston who died when his plane was shot down, so the parents did what any of us would do. They Googled it. And guess what? There was a pilot named James Houston Jr., killed in action over Iwo Jima in Wubby Wade 2. Exact name, same details. James even met Houston's surviving sister years later. He recognized her instantly and knew things only her brother could have known. Now tell me, how does a toddler just know that? Shanti Devi, the Indian girl who remembered her husband. This happened in the 1930s in India. Shanti Devi, at just 4 years old, started talking about a past life in a town she'd never been to. She said her name used to be Lugdi, she died in childbirth, and she had a husband and a son. She even described the town, Mathura, in shocking detail. Things a 4-year-old girl from Delhi just couldn't know. Her story reached Mahatma Gandhi himself. He sent a committee to investigate, and guess what? They found the husband. The man confirmed every detail, even intimate ones. She met him and recognized his family members without hesitation. It was like watching someone step back into their old life. The boy who predicted his rebirth. Another creepy one from India. A boy named Titu Singh claimed he was a man named Suresh Verma in his past life. He remembered being shot in the head. And yep, he had a birthmark in the exact spot. He told his family he lived in a different city and ran an electronics business. When they visited that town, everything matched. The creepiest part, he pointed at the man who murdered him and said, "That's the one who shot me." The accused reportedly looked terrified. Is reincarnation real? Do birthmarks tell stories? Are our fears echoes from a life we can't fully remember? If this gave you chills, hit that like button, and let me know in the comments, do you believe in past lives? Or are these stories just spooky coincidences? Subscribe if you want more content that'll keep you up at night. See you in the next one.